two quotations, and then I'm going to ask each of you to comment. Here's quotation number one. Oxford biologist Richard Dawkins, your sometime debating opponent, Richard Dawkins, quote, "The universe we observe has precisely the properties we should expect if there is at bottom no design, no purpose, no evil and no good, nothing but pointless indifference." Here's the second quotation from a man who at the time he wrote this was known as Cardinal Ratzinger. He would later become Pope Benedict XVI. Quote, "Let us go directly to the question of evolution and its mechanisms. Microbiology and biochemistry have brought revolutionary insights here. We must have the audacity to say that the great projects of the living creation are not the products of chance and error. They show us a creating intelligence, and they do so more luminously and radiantly today than ever before." Who's the better scientist? Who has a better grasp?
Well, the first statement is not a statement of science at all. Dawkins is giving his own atheistic belief and doing a spin on morality, which he contradicts in his own life. So it's of no consequence, I think.
I'd like to,
Remind me never to cross you, John.
I sometimes quote the same quote from Dawkins that you just read previously and followed up by saying he must be a lot of fun at parties because he has such a gloomy view, but he supports nothing. And Cardinal Ratzinger, later Pope Benedict, is talking science. He wasn't talking about how...
He really is. He's not overshooting.
No, yeah, I should say he's talking the latest science. He's talking about what has been discovered by molecular biology and biochemistry and cell biology. He's not talking about, how squirrels are so cute or things like that. He's saying, holy moly, these are machines.
Holy moly is a technical term.
Yeah.
I'm sure from
Well,
theology,
that's
right?
Latin.
But Ratzinger's voice
Latin.
was very important. He was in a school of very interesting German philosophers led by a man called Spemann. And one of the best deconstructions of Dawkins was written by one of Spamann's pupils, a man called Reinhard Löw. Unfortunately, it's only in German, not in English, but it is absolutely brilliant. But Ratzinger really, before he became Pope, he wrote a lot on this kind of stuff and influenced the present cardinal in Vienna, Schönborn, a great deal.
Can I say something in favor of the Dawkins quote? I like the framing. He says, the universe we observe has precisely the properties we should observe. If at bottom there's no purpose, no design, nothing but blind, pitiless indifference. I love the way he frames the issue. Question is he right? Are the things
he makes a testable assertion.
He makes a testable assertion about his materialistic philosophy. But then last summer, interestingly, he confessed to being knocked sideways by the digital information processing system of the cell. There was a new animation that was put up about it by an Australian group, and he said he was shocked by the intricate complexity. There's something extremely surprising. The universe doesn't look as it should from a strictly materialistic point of view. We should not expect the fine-tuning of the laws and constants of physics. We shouldn't expect a beginning to the universe. And we should, from a materialistic point of view, we certainly shouldn't have expected to find the intricate nanotechnology and information technology that is evident in the living cell.
He's concluding from physical evidence whether he thinks there's purpose or not in the universe. And he's got his opinion, but that means that that's a legitimate thing that one can ask. Is there physical evidence for purpose in life, in the universe?
It actually implies that it's legitimate to consider the question of design.
Yes.
But it's worse than that. He's denying the existence of good and evil. And that destroys morality. And he does believe in the problem of evil because he rails against it. So there's a total disconnect at the moral level